All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Our first Zoom show. How about that, Alex?
Crazy, man.
Now I gotta double check I'm recording. Yeah, we are. All right.
Feels like 2020 again.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Our guest today is a good friend of mine from high school. We were on the same baseball team together, and yeah, Bryce Stubert. Bryce, how we doing today?
Great. Thanks for having me on the pod, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Bryce. I guess just tell a little bit about yourself, and we'll get going.
Yeah, so obviously, like Mikey said, my name's Bryce Stubert. I graduated same year as Mikey, played baseball together, played football and basketball as well. Go to Teal College now, which I'm sure some of you know where that is, Greenville. And big Michigan fan. I heard last week or a couple weeks ago on the pod, Alex is a big Ohio State fan. So
I am.
I wanted to make that known that I am a big Michigan fan. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it about what I do. Go to college and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not enough time to discuss all of our stories from when we were on the same baseball team, but definitely fun times, definitely not so fun times. Well, for me,
Oh.
but, no, but for real, Alex, there was like obviously first episode, like you've heard it from me a lot when like I told you with my problems from my senior year or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
There's three guys that try to pick me up every time. Bryce was one of them.
Yes, sir.
Every time.
That's
Every
what we
time.
like.
And yeah, so that's that. But all right, let's start with the Steelers. Oh no. Yeah, no. I don't want to. Alex, you got some stats for that?
We lost to a team with 94 passing yards. I'm just going to start with that. Ravens ran for 215 yards. 215 yards rushing. They played their second and third string quarterbacks. How do you win a game when you go 4 for 13 on third down? I'm in pain today. I watched this entire game. It's been a minute since I watched a full Steeler game. And this one caused me some serious pain. Like I said, Ravens 4 for 13 on third down, 1 for 2 on fourth, because Tyler Huntley bobbled an under center snap on a jet sweep. Steelers went 4 for 8 on third down, which isn't bad, but Kenny Pickett left the game with his second concussion of the season. Pain. That is pain.
They're gonna get this O-line has gotten Kenny killed twice.
But they're run blocking well? Like, I don't.
Okay. With what
I think it's Matt Canada. That's like it's got to be Canada.
Yeah.
And the pass, like I mean, you see the double blitz over top the center, and both guards block out and let them go right through the middle. There's got to be something there.
Literally the reason. Oh, God.
Yeah, there was definitely miscommunication with Dotson and Cole. Cole, I can let one slide because he's been solid this year.
Yeah, he's been one of the best offensive linemen we've had.
Yeah, this is like the first time I've heard his name, but like, come on, dude, you're gonna get him killed. You could definitely tell it was too easy for them to get to Kenny.
It was. It really was. Mitch came in the game and threw 3 interceptions that were all fully his fault.
Yeah, start Mitch. Quarterback controversy.
The first one was that crossing route across the middle. Roquan Smith was just standing exactly where he threw the ball. I really don't know what he saw. Second one was during the 2-minute drill, and he tried to put it over the top down the seam, and linebacker picked it off again. And the third one, he just completely overthrew Deontay Johnson and got picked off by the safety in the end zone. At least 2 of those situations. Oh, and the Steelers also had a blocked field goal yesterday. That's right.
Which would have won the game 1.
That's a minimum of 9 points off the board, and the Steelers only lost by 2 points. So do the math, people. That's a 7-point home win for the Steelers if they don't suck.
Hey, Alex, I do want to bring one thing up real quick that you guys were talking about Mason Cool.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where Mason Cool went to college at?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did he really? I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he was there because originally I think he went to the Vikings.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Would have been 2015 or 16. But he wasn't really anything at Michigan much. I mean, he came in, I forget what year, but he didn't start till like junior year. And then he was there junior, senior, and he was gone.
Yeah, so he only played like 2 full seasons for Michigan.
I believe it was 2. Maybe he did get 3 in. Somebody might have got hurt and he came in.
Yeah, he's only 26. He's pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might have forgone his senior year. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out in the air real quick.
There you go. So yeah, Steelers, I mean, I think we would have won that game if Kenny played for sure, the whole game. We definitely would have won that game if Kenny played the whole time. Mitch didn't play bad outside the 3 picks, though.
No, he didn't.
He threw for 276 and a touchdown. If you take away the 3 picks, he would have been, 25 for 30 if he completed those. He went 22 for 30, so his completion percentage wasn't bad. Kenny Pickett only threw 1 pass before he got a concussion.
Yeah. By the way, how do you let Kenny go back out there if he's in concussion protocol?
No, I don't get it. Hey, Deontay, though. Deontay. 6 catches, 82 yards. Still ran backwards a couple times, but...
Oh, that pissed me off, dude.
Had the first down, runs backwards.
Not bad.
Yeah, and I'm going to get fined for saying that now.
I'm
kidding. Oh, man. But, yeah, God. And the Ravens were on their 3rd-string quarterback, too.
Like, they were. I don't even... What was the dude's name? Anthony Brown?
And that's with our... Like, how much is our defense being paid? Like, millions.
A lot.
Yeah. Like, bro.
Anthony Brown, the Dallas Cowboys corner? Like, who?
God. Man, that game just... Oh, good Lord.
With that loss, isn't that Mike Tomlin's first... going to be Mike Tomlin's first losing season?
I think
they could win 4 straight and go 9-8.
Yeah,
okay.
So
they could.
That means
will they? Will they is the question.
Because I wasn't looking. I just saw a TikTok this morning that said with that loss, Mike Tomlin can't get to 500, and I was like,
probably
I didn't
not because they still have to play. They play the Ravens and the Browns to end the season.
They're not going to play the Ravens with Lamar back.
No, they're at Carolina and then home against the Raiders, which will probably be wins.
I'm gonna be honest. I would activate Mason Rudolph, even if Kenny's healthy. Just in case. Because, and also, if Kenny's not healthy, I would consider playing Mason Rudolph, honestly.
Yeah.
Why not?
This season's a bust. I mean, you're way on the outside looking in the playoff picture at this point.
It's not looking good.
Mm-hmm.
We need to stop playing to protect Mike Tomlin's pride.
Right. It's to the point where I don't know. First of all, okay, when the Steelers were winning, against the Colts and the Falcons, I was kind of on the train of, okay, maybe there's a chance to make the playoffs, but thinking about the draft pick and everything, and thinking about how they need to protect Kenny,
it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. I would just worry about getting the draft pick, honestly. They're not gonna well, also thanks to the Chicago Bears for losing and getting us that 2nd pick in the 2nd round. Hey, there's a chance Jordan Addison might be available.
He might be.
I know.
I wouldn't take him in the 1st round.
Jordan Addison.
Who wants Jordan Addison?
Dude, the combo worked with Boro and Chase.
It did.
And I'm sure there's 2 others I can't remember.
Yeah, the only difference between Addison and Pickett and Chase and Burrow is that Chase didn't leave to go to USC to make millions of dollars. You can't tell me if Addison wasn't at Pitt this year, their offense with Keaton Slovis. I mean, Keaton wasn't great, but you can't tell me that their offense wouldn't have been at least a little bit a higher step.
I thought you were going to say the difference is that Burrow and Jamar are good.
That would have been
basically. I mean, hey, they're like 4 or 5-star recruits, and I forget. I don't even know what Addison was.
I don't either.
I think
he might have been 4-star.
I know Kenny was a 3. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game was just I mean, obviously looking at the score, it was close. So so if you didn't watch the game, you'll think, oh, it's not too bad. But like actually watching the game and being a Steelers fan, it was frustrating. It was very, very frustrating. But yeah, so we'll see what happens against the Panthers. And honestly, if they play Rudolph, that's not the worst idea because it's the Panthers. But they do have a good defense, so I wouldn't.
Panthers did just get a big win against Seattle yesterday.
Yeah, they're gonna be coming off a high.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Honestly, I wouldn't rush Kenny back at all. So
no, I'm not rushing him back either. If I'm the Steelers,
right?
Kind of just let him get his feet wet this year.
Mm-hmm. And you can't say he wasn't progressing because here's the thing: there's a difference between when he got hurt and Mitch came in against the Bucks and the Ravens, minus the winning and losing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kenny actually has an argument that he was progressing before he got hurt. He didn't have that argument against the Bucks.
Absolutely.
So you can make the argument that okay, well either way, there was no quarterback controversy. But I'm just saying there's more of an argument for Kenny this time. So we'll see what happens. But all right, Alex, you got other games you wanted to talk about?
Yeah. Bucks Niners. Wow. We already knew the Niners defense was good. Number 1 defense in the league. Crazy good. Crazy talented. They're healthy. They're really good. Still just wow. Brock Purdy, wow. Amazing.
Yeah, it's incredible, honestly.
Niners beat the Bucks in Tom Brady's homecoming to San Francisco, 35-7. Christian McCaffrey put on a clinic too, actually. Niners went 4 for 9 on third down, which is pretty good. Had 32 minutes time of possession. And then individual stats, Brock Purdy, 16 for 21, 185, and 2 touchdowns. Listen, that's a Jimmy G football game right there. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what the Niners want. Brock Purdy did exactly what the 49ers wanted. He was sweet yesterday. That throw to Brandon Ayuk at the end of the half to put him up 28-0. Underthrown, but Brandon Ayuk kind of stopped his route, and it seemed like Purdy got a little messed up because he kind of slowed down on his route. But God, crazy. McCaffrey, 14 carries, 119 yards and a touchdown. That's 8.5 yards per carry. Ayuk, 2 receptions for 57 yards, including that one at the end of the first half. I want to say it was like 40 yards or something like that. Debo, 4 receptions for 43 yards before he got hurt. And then McCaffrey also had 2 catches for 34 yards and a receiving touchdown. So 100 or what was it? Close to 200 all-purpose yards for McCaffrey and 2 total touchdowns. I mean, Debo being hurt's really concerning, but that offense can still run through McCaffrey and Ayuk pretty efficient. And Juszczyk. Juszczyk's a very versatile fullback, tight end hybrid. So I think they're nervous about Debo, especially because he went down and immediately started grabbing that knee. But if you're the 49ers, you can't really be that worried after the way Brock Purdy just played yesterday against a pretty good Buccaneers defense.
Mm-hmm. Right, and I was impressed with Brock Purdy. I was impressed, and by the way, how about Tom Brady losing to Kenny Pickett, PJ Walker, and Brock Purdy all
Brock Purdy this season? Yeah, speaking of Brady, he threw the ball 55 times yesterday, threw 2 picks. Mm-hmm. And that huge one, the momentum killer, Mike Evans had like a 68-yard touchdown reception called back on a holding early in the game yesterday. That was a big one. That was a tone setter. The 49ers just stomped on their faces and didn't look back after that. So big game, San Francisco, and just like that, the NFC South's up for grabs again.
Yeah,
the Bucs still have to play the Panthers and the Falcons. So this division,
right?
Especially the Panthers already beat the Bucs once, beat them 21-3. So, and now they're hot after beating a playoff team in Seattle at home.
Yeah.
This division is anyone's game right now.
It's up in the air. It's up in the air to take. So I'm interested to see what happens with that division, man. It's going to be interesting.
And,
yeah. So you got any other games you want to talk about, Alex?
Yeah, last one. Primetime. Chargers 49ers. Chargers Dolphins.
Oh my God! Don't get me. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off, but first of all, did you see that roughing the passer call?
I actually didn't. I did not.
Okay, well, I'll explain it to Bryce. Like, if you can look it up and or whatever, I would.
Yeah.
Because it was another one of those calls where it was not roughing the passer, but the refs are just too much. Like, they're pansies trying to protect Herbert. How do you call that, but you won't call anything for Kenny Pickett, who was slammed on the ground by, was it Roquan Smith, I think?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How do you not call that? But you call the stuff with Herbert. Like, I don't get it. The refs suck in the NFL.
It's all like I think it needs to be a reviewable penalty so they could determine if it's actually roughing or not.
Yeah,
because you had Tom Brady get tackled by his legs and just pretty much sat down, and that's roughing the passer. And then you get Mike White, who's throwing the ball and gets absolutely hammered.
Oh,
absolutely hammered.
I heard about that too.
And there was no roughing. So like it almost has to be reviewable.
It has to be. Yeah, you're right. It has to be reviewable.
I don't. Where's the roughing? I'm watching it right now. Where's the roughing?
I don't get it. And then you see what happened with Kenny. It's like, really? I just.
So this is just basically because of the rule they have now where you can't use your full body weight on the quarterback, right?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, let's get to the stats of the game. Dolphins super limited yesterday. 219 total yards of offense is uncharacteristically low for them, and the shell of the Los Angeles defense seemed to come to life yesterday because they, for the love of God, their training staff needs to be like prosecuted by the fullest extent of the law for how unhealthy their football team is every year. I seriously don't understand. And not even just talking about Tyrod Taylor getting his lungs stabbed by a doctor Herbert's rookie year. I'm talking like this team has this many injuries every year. There needs to be like an investigation in this. But Chargers dominant, 39 minutes time of possession. They almost, they pretty much doubled time of possession on the Dolphins. Herbert, crazy game, 39 for 51 for 367 and a touchdown. That's a game right there. Eckler only had 45 yards and a touchdown on the ground, but still. This Chargers team is dangerous again. First game where Mike Williams and Keenan Allen are both fully healthy, and they both almost go for 100 receiving yards on the game. So, their defense played really well. Tua only completed 10 of 28 passes for 145 yards. Fantastic. I started him in fantasy this week. That's great. Tyreek still had 4 catches for 81 yards and a touchdown, but, that's really not a lot for Tyreek Hill. So, big game for the Chargers, and for the second week in a row, the AFC playoff playing field has gotten evened yet again. First, it was the Bengals beating the Chiefs, and now the Chargers are only 1 game behind, and compared to a lot of teams in the standings. So, again, AFC playoff picture is pretty much up in the air right now.
There's in a few divisions that are up in the air, and it's going to be interesting to see who's the one to win their respected division. But so we'll see what happens with there. But all right, Alex. Well, first of all, are you good? Do you have any other things to add on to? Bryce, you got anything to add on to the Chargers game?
I'm good.
All right.
Not really.
What was that? Sorry.
No, nothing. I'm good.
Okay. Okay, so before we get to the rapid fire for the NFL, I do want to mention the Hawks beat the Bulls last night, 123-122 in overtime, with a buzzer beater with 0.5 seconds on the clock by Angel Griffin. Bryce hates the Hawks.
I don't hate them. I'm just not I don't watch NBA much. Now college basketball.
That's fair. Yeah, but yeah, so that was good. But all right, you guys ready for rapid fire?
I'm always ready.
All right. Okay, Thursday night, 49ers and Seahawks. I'm going 49ers. I'm on the Brock Purdy train. Yeah.
I'm going to say, you hear this thing, you got to fade the public. Public's going to be on the Niners. I think the Seahawks will win it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
we like it. we like it when we have different picks, and I'm gonna be the unfortunate one that has to go back and watch all these to get the final scores with the rapid fire between me and Alex.
This is gonna be a Geno Smith legacy game.
Listen, all I'm going to say is ever since we established the never picking the Broncos again rule, we haven't been wrong. I'm pretty sure we haven't been wrong.
I just realized
the
that.
rule.
Who do they? We'll get to the Broncos when we get to the Broncos. But all right. So we got 3 Saturday games this week.
Ooh.
Colts at the Vikings. I'm going the Vikings, man.
Vikings.
Yeah, nothing else to add to that. Ravens at Browns. I'm going with the Ravens.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Cleveland on this one.
Yeah, I was just about to I was still thinking about that.
I'm going to say it depends. If Lamar's back, it's going to be interesting. If Huntley's back, it'll be even more interesting. But I think Deshaun Watson's finally going to have his game. He's going to have his coming out game. He's going to throw.
Gonna get his cupcake.
Yeah.
There we go.
That hurts me to say that Cleveland's going to win, but I mean,
yeah. The Steelers are out of it. It really doesn't matter.
They're Browns are pushing for a playoff appearance here, so they gotta. They're still in.
Yeah, they are. Dolphins at Bills. I'm gonna go with the Bills. I was thinking for a second.
The Dolphins haven't played very good offensively the past 2 weeks. I'm gonna go with the Bills as well.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll Bills too. Bills Mafia.
Yes, sir. All right, 1:00 games. Eagles at Bears. Eagles, duh. Duh.
Do you think the Eagles will you think they'll start sitting people since they already hit the playoff appearance? So like their record really doesn't matter.
Gardner Minshew, baby.
Even if Gardner Minshew's in there, Eagles by 50.
Mm-hmm.
I would say they might start sitting guys soon. They still have to play Dallas on Christmas, so
that's true.
It's possible.
Yeah, that's definitely possible. Falcons at Saints. I'm gonna go Falcons. I'm going to Falcons.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
That's a tough one. I think I'm gonna go Saints.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go Saints.
Okay. I think this game is interesting. Lions at Jets. I think that's interesting.
The Lions are rolling right now.
Yeah.
Dan Campbell. He's putting on a masterclass.
I'm going to go with the Lions. They have one of the best scoring offenses in the league right now.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Lions too.
I'm going to go Lions on the stipulation if Mike White doesn't play.
That's fair.
Yeah.
If it's Zach Wilson, Lions win that easily.
Yeah, that's fair.
Zach Wilson just lost that dog that he had. He lost it.
Yeah.
His only highlight was hitting the gritty in Pittsburgh.
Literally.
But yeah, and also there was a report that the Lions are going to stick with Jared Goff as their future QB. Hey,
goofball, let's go.
I mean, he's playing well right now, but I don't know about the future though. That's the thing. So that means most likely the Texans will probably take Bryce Young, and then the Panthers will probably take C.J. Stroud, probably.
Listen, Jared Goff's got 3,500 yards and 22 touchdowns right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I sat him in fantasy yesterday. That hurt.
Oh, man.
330 and 3 touchdowns. Holy cow.
Yeah, I crushed it in fantasy. But, all right, Steelers at Panthers. Steelers.
Let's go, Steelers. Here we go.
I'm going to hurt myself with this one. Steelers, yeah, but...
Yeah. And I want to clarify, that is not a terrible towel. That is a towel I got from when I went to AEW Dynamite. They handed out the hometown hero and had their name on a mock terrible towel. But that doesn't matter. Cowboys at Jaguars. I'm going the Cowboys did not look good to me yesterday.
I think this is going to be a shootout. I think this might be a shootout.
I think I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
I'm still going to go with the Cowboys. I'm going to give a score prediction for this game because I never do this. I'm going to go Dallas Cowboys beat the Jaguars 34-31 on the road this week.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with the boys because I think after their horrible performance against the Texans and the Jaguars blowing Tennessee out of the water, Jags are going to have a letdown game.
Alex's second team, Titans.
Hey, but I'm just saying, I think the Jags are going to have a letdown. The Cowboys will handle them the win.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. Oh, boys, this next one is going to be a tough one. I hope you're ready. Chiefs at Texans.
Oh,
God,
I don't know who to pick.
Who do I pick?
The Texans are a scrappy football team. I'll give them that. Lovie Smith has a scrappy football team. They play hard.
I'm going to go
definitely Chiefs, but still.
No, Chiefs, yeah.
I think that one's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right. And then for me and Alex, this first 4:00 game is tough. It's Bryce. Here, how about this? I'm going to say the game, and Bryce, I want you to predict what Alex and I are going to say, which team we're going to pick. Cardinals at Broncos.
Broncos country? That's right.
No,
I'm not. No, we can't. Broncos are, especially if Russ is out. I don't even know who their backup is.
I'm a man of my word. I am never picking.
Yeah, I'm never picking the Broncos again. Cardinals.
I think the Cardinals start to get hot, too.
I need to see some. I need to see some good on Hard Knocks, so I'm going to Cardinals.
Cliff Kingsbury continues to fail upwards.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's Brett Rippon, by the way, for the Broncos.
Oh my God, he's gonna put on a masterclass. I'm hearing. All right, Patriots at Raiders. Patriots.
Yeah, Patriots.
Give me the Raiders in that one.
Okay. Titans at Chargers. I think the Titans are going to come out. I think they're going to come out for blood. I'm going to go with the Titans.
Yeah, I think the Titans are just more aggressive. I think they play more tough football than the Chargers do. So,
right.
I think this one. I'm sorry, Alex. Herbo throws for almost 400 yards in this game and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah,
Chargers win it.
Yes,
Bengals, against a better defense, honestly, a better defense than the Titans' defense. So,
Okay, Bengals at Bucks.
Bengals. I'm taking
Bengals.
I'm not betting against Brady. Bucks win it.
Okay.
They got dismantled last week. There's no way that happens back to back.
That's fair.
Okay. All right, Sunday night, Giants at Commanders.
It's gonna be another tie.
Yeah. You know what? Screw it. Tie.
Is it Giants at Commanders? Did you say?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Commanders. I think they're gonna win. I don't think the Giants are that good. I don't think they're ready yet. I think Riverboat Ron's gonna get the Commanders to the playoffs.
I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Oh, I'm gonna go Commanders. Heineke's got the dog in him.
He does.
Yeah. So you guys ready for wherever Frank Wright goes? That's the new quarterback for. Carson Wentz is going to be the new quarterback for that team, wherever Frank White goes.
Yep, let's go.
I can't speak to that. Monday night, Rams and Packers. Baker Mayfield, baby.
Baker Mayfield did not play good last time he played Aaron Rodgers. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going with the Packers.
Yeah, I'm going with the Packers.
This is another game where you fade the public. Give me the Rams.
Okay. All right, Bryce went. There's a lot of games Bryce went different for us. We like that.
I'm either gonna go 9-2 or I'm gonna go 2-9.
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna say this. Last time Baker Mayfield played the Packers, he went 21 for 36 for 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions.
That's a legacy game right there.
Mm-hmm. So all right.
That's rapid fire for the NFL done.
Yes, so college football. Before we get to, we're actually going to do rapid fire bowl games.
Yes, this is cool. I'm excited for this.
Credit Bryce for getting all the games together. We're going to miss some games just for time restrictions, but we're going to talk about obviously the most important part of the playoffs. Pitt and UCLA. No, I'm kidding. So the college football playoffs. So I feel like since Michigan is in and Ohio State is in, I feel like you guys should take the most for this because I like Pitt. So
I watch college football like it's my job. So
So you guys can go ahead and do what you want with the playoffs. So take it away.
I think the talk about Alabama even getting a shot in the playoffs is crap.
Me too.
You don't lose 2 games. I don't care if it was a overtime win and then a field goal, or an overtime loss and then a field goal loss. But your best win was Texas, and Texas is crap.
Mm-hmm.
This is true.
How do you even get a chance? Now, if Hendon Hooker stays healthy and he doesn't get hurt, I could see even Tennessee going. I'd give Tennessee a chance. No offense to Ohio State. They're great. Good football team.
They don't deserve it.
But I'm just saying, if Michigan lost by 22 at home to Ohio State, we might not even be ranked. So I don't know. I think the committee got it right this year.
I think so too.
Oh, for sure.
I think this year is like one of the exception years where 4 teams is enough.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised, even with the way the poll usually works. I was actually even kind of surprised that Ohio State even fell to 5 in the first place, because usually a team that loses to a team that's only 1 rank below them usually doesn't drop even that far. But I thought it was fair considering the margin. 22 points. I thought that was a fair drop, and God bless USC for choking. Can't beat Utah apparently. So, in terms of semifinals, though, I mean, I like the fact that Ohio State got a week off to get healthy. I am gonna, I'm trying to be glass half full here because I don't have a lot of hope whatsoever to play Georgia in the semifinal. I like that they got a week to get healthy. I think Georgia's kind of banged up right now. They've got some pretty big injuries. They've got some guys that are out for the rest of the season. Not major pieces, but still pieces. But quite frankly, I think I'm going to call it right now. I think Kirby Smart and the Dogs are the next college football dynasty. I think it's on the horizon, and it's apparent that this football team will win a multitude of natties in the next probably decade.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see that too. So, I mean, I'll start right away. I mean, definitely. I'm sorry, Alex. There's no way Ohio State beats Georgia. There's no way. There's just no way.
I'm not going to say there's no way. Here's my reason being.
Mm-hmm.
Ohio State got absolutely embarrassed 2 years in a row. You don't at Ohio State. Well, when Meyer was there, you didn't lose. Like, if you lost, that was it. Like, you knew practice next week was gonna be bad.
Yeah.
You don't lose like that 2 years in a row to your least favorite team. You're absolute, like, the biggest rival that you could possibly have.
The epitome of a rivalry, literally.
Exactly. And then not come out and absolutely, like, think about it last year, for example. Beat him last year for the first time in however many years. We don't have to talk about it. We really don't have to talk about it. But come out against Utah, come back. What was the final score, like 50-something to 52?
Utah was keeping it close for a while. I will look it up right now.
Smith and Jigba had 14 catches, 200 yards.
I think he had 300 receiving yards. I'm not.
He had
he had 15 catches for 347 and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
It was a close game. Ohio State won 48-45.
Yeah.
But Stroud threw for almost 606 touchdowns.
Exactly. So they're going to come out hot against Georgia. It's just going to be if Georgia shuts down their pass, can they move into their run and run? That's where it's going to come down to.
If Michigan's defense was able to bully Ohio State the way they did, I'm really scared to see what a Kirby Smart defense is going to do. I am very scared. I think Michigan has a pretty favorable matchup. I think TCU's a good football team. I think Max Duggan. Honestly, I think Max Duggan was a Heisman snuff this year. I think he should have won the Heisman for how good he got this TCU football team to be.
For sure.
So I think TCU will fight hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is a situation. It's just a favorable matchup for Michigan. I think this is probably a 2-score victory by the end of the day.
This is like I grew up a Michigan fan my entire life. My dad was a huge fan. We all were fans. You don't understand the joy that I've got from seeing the first Michigan team that's like, Michigan. Like I was watching, I forget what I think it was First Take the other day,
Yeah,
and
probably.
I forget who said it. He was like, "I'm picking this Michigan team to win the national championship this year."
It's
They've
definitely
been alive
possible.
for 19 years. I haven't heard that until this year.
It's possible, yeah.
And I mean, this is probably in my lifetime. I mean, the 2016 team, if they would have beat Ohio State, they could have made some noise. But all in all, this team this year is pretty stout.
Yeah, I think Michigan TCU is probably a 35-21, 42-28 kind of game for Michigan.
Something like that. But the part that scares me is Michigan's a second half team all year. You've heard that. We were tied with Nebraska like 10-10, and then we ended up beating them like 39-10. I think that I'm not liking it. So we're a second half team, and TCU's had 3 or 4 second half comeback wins this year.
Yeah.
So that's where it's going to be. We can't go in 10-10 with them, or else it's going to be it'll be a full 4-quarter game if that's the case.
I think Ohio State Georgia could actually end up being a pretty low scoring game.
Oh yeah,
I can see that.
Because defensive rankings, I mean, Ohio State's 12 and Georgia's 9 in terms of total defense. So, two top 15 defenses clashing in a college football semifinal. Both very good, savvy defensive coaches, between Kirby Smart being the head coach at Georgia and Jim Knowles being the defensive coordinator at Ohio State. This one might be very, very ugly.
Yeah, if I was Vegas and I was setting that line for the over or the under, I'm probably setting that one at like 47. I'll go 47, 47 and a half, 48 and a half, somewhere in there, because Ohio State, I mean, how many they put over 20 points up all year? 21 points or something like that. They didn't have a game under it.
Yeah, I mean, they average almost 500 yards a game.
Exactly. So they're going to it's going to be, if they can put up 21, if Georgia wants to win, they're going to have to stay ahead. So, I mean, I think 48 and a half is probably a good.
I'd say that's a good over under for that game.
I don't know. I feel like I'd want to take the over still.
Definitely possible.
I don't know. That's a tough call.
Yeah, and I will say this. If somehow, some way, Ohio State beats Georgia and Michigan beats TCU, Bryce, we have to have you back on the show.
This is premier showdown rematch in the national championship.
If the national championship game is Ohio State and Michigan, we have to have Bryce back on.
Absolutely. I totally agree.
I'll make sure. Hold on a second. Next time I'm on, if that happens.
Oh, we can still have you on even if you're not. Even if
I'll make sure to wear my McCarthy.
Oh my God.
Ooh. I mean, even if it's not that, we can still have you back on.
Oh, it's still be fun.
Yeah, if the second the Pirates trade Brian Reynolds, yeah, okay. God, hey, he's not gone yet. So, all right. So for our last part, here we go. Rapid fire bowl games, and we got a lot of bowl games. So if you want to add on to the Bama game, or I'm going to add on to the Pitt, you can, but for Rice and Southern Mississippi, wrap it up. Okay, so you guys ready?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Cincinnati against Louisville.
I think Cincinnati's a better team.
Yeah, I'm going to go Cincinnati.
Fickle was the coach of Cincy, right? Till he went to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I got Louisville on this one. Malik Cunningham looked tough. I watched him against Pitt that one game. He looked tough. I think Louisville.
Why you gotta bring that up?
I think Louisville wins that one.
Yeah, I mean, I was debating Louisville too because Cunningham.
Tough. I mean, when your coach leaves, it's never good.
Yeah, that's tough.
Harbaugh was talking about leaving last year, and we don't even have for 2023. We're not even in the top 25 for recruiting class. So that puts a hurt on the team.
Yeah. All right. Florida versus Oregon State. I'm going Florida.
I think, what's his name? Richardson sitting out of that game. You go pro? Anthony Richardson?
Possibly.
I'm going Oregon State that one.
Okay. Washington State versus Fresno State. I don't know, Washington State.
Washington State.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, Washington State, just because they're from a bigger conference.
Yeah.
Okay, Rice against Southern Mississippi. I don't care. Southern Mississippi.
Alma mater. I'm going Southern Miss, baby.
Yeah. Southern Miss.
Yeah, Southern Miss. SMU against BYU. BYU.
Ooh, I actually like SMU.
I'm leaning towards SMU as well. I like their playing style.
Yeah, I like their playing style too. I think I'm gonna go with SMU for this game.
Mm-hmm.
I am as well.
All right, Northern Texas against Boise State. I'm going Boise State just because.
I'm going Boise as well.
Boise.
Well, I don't really know anything about Boise. The only thing I know is the turf.
Blue field.
It's blue.
Yeah, I love playing that on college.
Boise's got a really good defense this year.
Yeah.
They're number 6. Yeah, it's a really good defense. I'm going to go Boise.
Marshall against UConn.
My one buddy from high school plays Marshall football. I'm going with Marshall. Plus, it's UConn. UConn's good at basketball.
Yeah. Can we talk about UConn? Well, actually, we don't have to talk about UConn's basketball team. They're good. They're favorites to win the Natty this year for March Madness. They're hot.
Well,
they are.
But their football team's trash. Give me Marshall.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Marshall. Eastern Michigan against San Jose State. Eastern Michigan.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm going to go San Jose State on that one.
Okay. Liberty against Toledo. Toledo.
Yeah.
Give me Liberty on this one.
Don't get me death.
Slapper.
Western. That's a knee slapper. Western Kentucky against Southern Bama.
Oh, I'm going Western Kentucky on that one. Yeah. They got that air raid offense. They're crazy.
I'm going to go Southern Bama only because I think if I'm on the right team, Western Kentucky's quarterbacks went to the transfer portal. He's in the portal.
Okay.
So I don't think he's playing, and if that's the case, I'm going to take the other team because I don't know what their backups got. But if he's playing, Western Kentucky is going to be the winner on that one.
All right. So looking at the time, these next games, we're actually, because we say rapid fire, it's never rapid fire.
It's never rapid fire.
But we're gonna have to start going rapid fire.
Yeah, we've been going for like 40 minutes.
Yep. All right. Baylor against Air Force. Baylor. Louisiana against Houston. Yeah.
Houston.
Wake Forest against Missouri. Wake Forest.
Wake.
I'm gonna take Wake as well.
New Mexico State against Bowling Green. New Mexico State.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Bowling Green.
Okay. Georgia Southern against Georgia South against Buffalo.
Buffalo.
I'm gonna take Georgia South.
I like it. This is probably the most separate
facts
picking different games that we've done on this rapid fire segment. Memphis against Utah State. I'm gonna go Memphis.
I'm gonna go Utah State.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with you on that one, Mikey. I'm gonna go Memphis on that one. I think.
Okay. Wisconsin against Oklahoma State. Wisconsin.
Oklahoma State.
I mean, Oklahoma State lost to West Virginia. West Virginia's bad, so give me Wisconsin.
Oh. All right, UCF against Duke. UCF.
Yep.
I didn't like Duke. Kansas against Arkansas. I'm going Arkansas.
I'm taking the Razorbacks
versus
Razorbacks.
Give me the Razorbacks.
Oregon against North Carolina. North Carolina's imploded. I'm gonna say
I'm going Oregon.
Yeah, I'm taking Oregon there.
Yeah, I'm definitely going Oregon. I still like Drake May, but they really have imploded. North Carolina. Yeah. Texas Tech against Ole Miss. I'm going Texas Tech.
I'm gonna go Ole Miss.
Okay. I'm gonna go Ole Miss too.
Syracuse against Minnesota. I'm going Minnesota because Syracuse looked horrible against Pitt.
Yeah, they did. I'm going to go Minnesota as well.
Yep, me too.
Oklahoma against Florida State. I'm going to go Florida State.
Florida State. Yeah, I'm going to go Florida State too.
I'm going Florida State as well.
Texas against Washington. I'm going to go Washington.
No, I think Quinn Ewers is going to ball. I'm going to go Texas.
Michael Penix Jr. got hosed this year.
He did.
I don't even know. He finished 8th in Heisman voting. Dude put Washington back on the map after their 7-7 season last year, whatever they went. I'm taking Washington.
Okay. Maryland against NC State. I'm gonna go Maryland.
I'm gonna go NC State.
Yeah, I'm gonna go NC State.
I mean, I think that's a tough. That's probably the hardest one for me. I'm gonna go. Want to root for the Big Ten, but I gotta go NC State. They're tougher.
Pitt against UCLA. Of course, I'm going Pitt. Nick Patty's gonna put on a master class.
Patty versus Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I'm gonna go. God.
I'm going Pitt.
I'm gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna go with UCLA.
Hey, Mike.
Right now,
you know how hard it is for me to not take UCLA here. DTR is legit.
DTR's a dog.
But Israel Abanikanda got hosed too for Heisman. I mean, you don't put up 22 touchdowns and all those yards and not make top 10.
Exactly.
Pitt controls this running game against UCLA and can stop them defensively. Pitt wins that football game. I'm going to go with Pitt.
Nick Patty is a bowl game legend.
Nick Patty masterclass.
Yes, sir. Like once it was announced that Keenan Slovis transferred, I texted Alex, Nick Patty masterclass.
Yes.
All right, Notre Dame against South Carolina. I'm going to go Notre Dame. They hammered Clemson earlier this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Notre Dame as well.
See, this one I was also up in the air with. I think Notre Dame's got hot, but South Carolina's just way too hot right now to not come out and put on a show.
They are.
Yeah.
Rattler had to transfer because of
Spencer Rattler.
because of everything. He's gonna put on a show.
Yeah. Ohio against Wyoming. I don't care.
Who cares?
Ohio, I don't know.
I'll go with Wyoming.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Give me that other team that's down there in Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tennessee against Clemson. I'm gonna go Clemson.
Yeah, me too. Without Hendon Hooker, I'm gonna go Clemson.
I think that one will be a shootout. What's his name's transferring from Clemson? DJ
Uiagalelei, yeah.
However you say it, he's transferring. Hooker's out, so it's the battle of backup quarterbacks. Joe Milton or who's the other guy? Cade Klubnik. I think
Klubnik's a dog. I'm going.
Joe Milton was at Michigan for a year. We were 2-6 that year. He's trash. Give me Clemson on that one.
Mm-hmm. Alabama against Kansas State. I'm gonna go Alabama.
Oh my God, poor Kansas State.
Young. It's gonna be probably Bryce Young's last game if he's playing.
Yeah, I'm going Bama.
That was my upset pick. I got Kansas State.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, that hurts me to say that. Bama's tough, and they got snubbed, so they're going to come out with fire, but Kansas State played tough.
Yep. Iowa against Kentucky. I'm going to go...
Is Levis going to play?
I don't think so.
I'm going Iowa then.
I don't think he is. I think he's...
No. You know what? I'm still going Kentucky. Iowa's offense sucks. I'm going Kentucky.
I'm going to go Iowa. I'm
going to go Iowa on this one, and next year, I'm going to call it right now. Iowa's getting 2 of Michigan's players. They're getting McNamara, who won us our Big Ten championship. They're getting our tight end who didn't play this year because of back surgery. Iowa's going to go 10-3 next year. Possibly win the Big Ten.
Okay. Mississippi State against Illinois. I'm going Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
Give me Illinois. They're tough. They're really tough. Defenses.
Mm-hmm. Tulane against USC.
USC, even though Tulane's tough.
Yeah, I'm going to go USC too. LSU against Purdue.
LSU.
Yeah, give me LSU.
And Penn State against Utah. Utah all the way.
Go Utes,
Penn State.
Go Utes.
Penn State is 10-2 and lost to Michigan and Ohio State, and they're 11th. How?
Overrated. They're overrated.
Underrated.
Every year.
They're
underrated. Every year.
We'll go rounds on that. They are underrated.
I think their fans are annoying. All right.
They're not a top 6 team, but they're definitely a top 10 team.
It's going to be annoying. They're going to make the playoffs every year when we get to the 12-team playoff, but they're never going to win because Georgia's going to beat them every time.
They probably will never make it past the first round. But
no.
I'll make my pick here. I'm going to go Utah too, but I mean, I think that game's going to be a really good football game.
Oh yeah, it could definitely be and Sean Clifford is finally going to be gone, but
yeah, how many years is that? 8 years?
Mr. 8-year senior. Yeah, but all right, so we are out of time, ladies and gentlemen. Bryce, I want to thank you for being on the show, and hopefully we can do this again sometime. And yeah, we will see you guys as I try to figure out how to hit stop recording. We will see you next Monday. Well, next Friday for you, but next Monday for us. No paper toss. You want to do a quick paper toss, Alex?
Oh.
Yeah, you got to do a quick paper toss. There we go.